Hello, everyone, and welcome to the September deep dive and new features reveal here at Repurpose. My name is Yang Pratt, and I am from the Podcasting Ninja, and I have the great privilege of introducing softwarepreneur, Mr. Hanny Mora. Good morning, Hanny.
Hey, good morning, Yang. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well on a Friday. It is Friday. Wow, this week has gone by really, really fast.
I feel like every day, like the months just kind of keep rolling into each other, and kids are back to school now. And I feel like, wow, once they're back in school, things are really going to start speeding up.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, I'm happy kids are back in school. They're back in the routine. I'm getting back in a routine. Yeah. Life is good. Life is good. More productivity, but summer was awesome. Hope your summer was awesome too.
Yeah, summer was awesome. And I know the last bit of summer we got to spend with you. So that was really cool. We got to meet in real life and meet some amazing people at Podcast Movement. So yeah, so much fun. As we're getting started, if you have questions, go ahead and put them down below. Let us know. We'll get them answered for you. So today, I think we're going to start, Handy, sort of with the captions feature, because I know there's a lot of questions around these captions and how they work and how we get them on different platforms.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm going to jump into kind of talk about existing feature or the captions feature, how to use it. We covered that a few times, but also going to cover if you don't do captions, how can you still take advantage of this feature and convert these videos that are horizontal into vertical and square without having to do the captions. So I'm going to show that for you. Most people think they have to do the captions and they kind of don't use a new feature because of that, but you actually don't need to have captions. You can still convert into vertical and square to get them optimized for IGTV and LinkedIn, all that good stuff without even needing the captions. So
perfect.
I'm going to just walk right through that. So I'm going to share my screen in a quick second, make sure it's all good. All right. So let me just share my screen, make sure I do it properly. Share my screen. All right. Awesome. So this is the magic of, what do I call it? It's like the Matrix. All right. Let's rock and roll. So just to quickly recap, so we're going to talk about what to do with converting horizontal videos into vertical. So if you create video as your main content, then sometimes you want to get it onto IGTV, highly recommended. You want to get it onto LinkedIn, you want to get it onto Twitter, but you don't want it in horizontal, you want it in square or vertical. We have a way to do that right from your existing Facebook video. So if you already have a connection, you want to add a connection to Facebook, because in this demo, I'm going to show you how to take a Facebook video. And then you want to have a connection to Dropbox or Google Drive for this part. Because in my demo, I'm going to go right to Google Drive, right to Dropbox. And the reason why I say Dropbox is I want to make a vertical video optimized for IGTV. And we don't have a direct integration with IGTV yet. So, but just to kind of step back, you don't need to go to Dropbox. You can go to another Facebook page. You can go directly to Twitter. So we do support that. And after I do this, I'm going to recap this workflow, all the different possibilities with the workflow right after I'm done this quick demo, since I already started. So really quick, I'm going to say Facebook page video right to, let's say, vertical. I'm going to say Dropbox. So this is just a name I'm giving it so I can remember what that workflow does. I'm going to start off with a Facebook video. You can do this with a Facebook Live, by the way. It doesn't have to be a Facebook uploaded video. It could be a live video. And then you want to choose your page, and you want to leave this as upload video, because we're going to take the video and keep it as a video. And then you can choose snippets or full video. So this also works if you want to do clips, especially with longer Facebook Live, you want to take clips. But for this demo, again, I'm just going to show how to do it with the full video. And I can send it to my Dropbox. Again, I can send it to another Facebook page or another group. That's cool too. I'm just going to choose a default Dropbox folder and create. So as it's doing that, I just want to mention, I'm doing this on our test site, so you might see things look a little bit different. That's almost like a sneak peek of what's coming out in the next couple of weeks. So if you see things a little bit different here, it's just more of a hint on what's coming out and how we're improving our software. So right here, Facebook page to Dropbox. If I go to view videos, You guys have already seen this before. All the videos are here. So the first thing you want to do is go to the settings, this gear icon, and tell it whether you want it to go vertical or square. So this demo, I'm going to do a vertical video. I'm going to leave the colors and stuff separate. But the things I want to emphasize in this part of the training is if I want to focus on people who do captions. If you do the captions on Facebook, there's another video on that in our support site, repurpose.io/support. That will show you how to do that, and how to go to Facebook, how to turn on the captions. So this is for those people who don't want to use captions, but they still want to get vertical videos or square videos. So leave this option off, which it says add the Facebook captions to video. Leave that off, and then the only thing you want to do is just select whether you want vertical or square. So when you do that and you go publish a video, you're going to have the option you're going to have two options, interesting options. You're going to have these two boxes. You don't see this if you have captions, but if you don't have captions, we have something called a subtitle. Now, the subtitle, it's just basically the text that goes below the video that normally, that's where the captions would normally go. But since we don't have captions, you can take advantage of that space and put a call to action. You can say, learn more at handymore.com or whatever. So this is where you can optimize or set up that text that you want to appear in the video instead of where the captions would normally go. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. And I want to also mention something else. If you are getting a service or you have somebody who's doing professional captions for you outside of Facebook, those people like people who use rev.com, for example, get professional captions done, but they're not done on Facebook. You do have the option to upload your caption file right here as well.
Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah, so if you haven't, usually we support the SRT format. That's one of the standard files. You can upload it here and attach it. But back to our demo, I'm going to say no captions, and I'm going to say put this text, learn more at Handymore. It's not a clickable link. It doesn't have to be a link. It doesn't have to be a website. It can be any kind of call to action, like subscribe to my videos, or anything that you want to show, or you can leave it blank if you don't want anything to show up, and hit publish just like usual, and off it goes. So I don't want to spend too much time on it. It might take a few seconds to process a pretty short video, but I wanted to make that clear, because a lot of people get confused or get intimidated by this new feature. They say, oh, this is awesome. I want to go to vertical. I want to go square, but I don't have time to edit the captions on Facebook. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the right team yet. So I want to let you guys know that we still got you covered. You can still take advantage of this feature. You can still get square videos, you can get vertical videos without needing to do the captions. My recommendation, captions do help engagement, help people stay longer in the videos, especially when there's no audio. But again, it's better to have the right video on there, even if you don't have captions yet, you can still use this feature.
That's so good. And I love that there's an option for both, because sometimes maybe you want to do a different call to action and not have them read the words, or maybe you want to use, a little bit of the captioning, but you really want to direct them to do an action, which that's such a great place to put that call to action, whether it's, grab the freebie or go listen to the podcast or hear the full episode here. It's really a great place. And now that we can upload captions, I know it's a feature that I was requesting, because I don't tend to edit in Facebook because it's tricky. It doesn't always save, and you have to do it again, and it's sort of tedious. So I like doing it outside. So being able to upload that one completed file everywhere, I think that is huge. Thank you for adding that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it makes sense. Some people, Repurpose is meant to integrate into your existing workflow. So for those who get them professionally done or get them done through a service, we still give you the opportunity to upload it to Repurpose. And then also, as a little side note, you can also, if you get them professionally done through a service, it might be even easier for you to upload that to Facebook, because Facebook lets you upload the SRT right to the Facebook video. That way, the original video has the proper captions, and then with Repurpose, we'll use those cleaned up captions as well. So real quick, I'm just going to hit the preview just to see what this video looks like. And there we go. So the video plays. Everything's the same as with the captions, and with the exception of the actual caption. So we put that text on the bottom, learn more at handymore.com. You still got a vertical video. You're ready to rock and roll into IGTV. Anyway, I learned something exciting today. I'm not going to get into it. Maybe in next month training, I'm going to cover it a little bit more, but there is a way to schedule IGTVs. It's a new feature on Facebook right now. So I'm going to throw it out there as a link. You can go to the Creator Studio, facebook.com/Creator Studio, and you can hook up your Instagram account there, and you can actually you can actually schedule IGTV videos, which is awesome. So that you can have Repurpose generate them to your Dropbox, and then you can schedule up, a whole bunch of videos to go live on IGTV or in your Instagram feed. I'm going to do another training on that on a separate day, but that's a pretty new feature on Facebook, which is, I find, really, really exciting and really helpful when you're
super
putting content.
exciting. I will say this though, I know some people, depending on the size of their pages, they may not see that feature yet. I don't know if there's some magic number, and I know that I've played with it a little bit too, and you might have to do it a couple times because there's some bugs that I have to work out still. But the fact that we can now take these great videos and not have to sit and wait and do it all manually or have someone do it for us, that's going to be such a huge bonus for all of us using this software, because now we have a way to quickly and easily share them to the platform that people are loving these days.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen the feature. I've connected it, but I haven't actually done my first schedule yet. But it's good to know. It's brand new. I think it's weeks old on Facebook. So they'll iron out the issues, but it's definitely a good feature to have, and for those who are on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Okay. So are there any questions, Yang, so far?
So I think that there's a question from Carol, and this is, let me find it now. She wanted to know why her things are disconnecting. She's having a lot of disconnects in her account. Let me see if I can find the question again.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that question too.
Let me see if I can. Oh, Carol, I want to know why my connections keep coming undone.
Okay, perfect. Let's throw that comment up, actually. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's throw that comment up. Perfect. Yeah, that's a great question. So there can be several reasons, and I think Facebook is the most, I want to say, finicky of the ones that are there, and we're working on ways to improve that. Actually, we're working on a feature that will notify you in advance. So we're hoping that 7 days before any expiration of what they call it, access token, whatever. No, I don't want to get too technical, but when there's an issue with your connection, we may be able to know when in advance, and then let you know beforehand. And if we don't, we will let you know as soon as it happens via email. So that's something we're adding because it's something that obviously makes sense. We should have added a long time ago, to be honest. But but the reason is because there's every platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, there's an authentication process. And especially with Facebook, I find two reasons. One is if you change your password. So if you happen to reset your password on Facebook for whatever reason, your personal account, you want to change your password, that deactivates any authentication with any application, whether it's Repurpose or if you're using StreamYard or anything that connects to your Facebook. So if you change your password, that's one trigger. Then you got to go into Repurpose under connection and say reconnect. The other reason is if you're doing Facebook pages, they have their own authentication and they have an expiry date. So for safety reasons, it would be just expiring after, I don't know, I forget the exact number, a few months or a month or so. Then again, you got to go in and reconnect that page. So we're working on improving the notification to let you know. We can't control why it happens, but we can definitely let you know via email. And that's something we're working on for this upcoming release as well. That's a great question.
Like it's really like sort of a safety issue for us that are using Facebook in particular, that they're wanting to keep our information safe after some recent events. So, I mean, that may be a good thing that we have to go in there and connect again or re-authenticate. But really, it's just one of those things. It takes a few minutes to get it done and you're back up and running before you know it.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, and it is for safety, and we don't control it, but we're definitely going to work on making that user experience better for our users.
So Jose has a question. Can we use any input, say Dropbox or YouTube, and upload the SRT for captions?
Today, no. In a couple of weeks, yes. So in a couple of weeks, we're adding that ability to use the Dropbox or Google Drive, not YouTube though, Dropbox or Google Drive. Any video file that you own and just sitting on your Dropbox or Google Drive folder, you can use that as an input, make a workflow, and then upload the SRT for that video. YouTube, we got a lot of questions. I think there's another question earlier on. Can we use YouTube as an input? I mean, start with a YouTube video and take that somewhere else. YouTube, it's not legal to do that. I mean, it's legal for you as the owner to download your own videos and do what you want with them, but it's not, they don't allow third-party softwares like Repurpose or any other application to legally download your videos for you. So we can't take it from YouTube, but there's a service called, well, there's two ways to do it. You can manually download each video from your own account, put it into a Dropbox or Google Drive, or there's a free service called Google Takeout, google.com/takeout, like almost like takeout dinner. And then you can request all your videos that you've ever uploaded to YouTube in one shot, and they'll send it to you through a Google Drive link. And then you can use those and schedule them for publishing. My recommendation here is, I mean, for your past videos, you got to download them all and put them on a Google Drive or Dropbox and repurpose them that way. But going forward, I recommend starting with Facebook, putting it on Facebook first, and then let Repurpose send it to YouTube. That way it gives you more flexibility on what you can repurpose. Because we can take videos from Facebook and repurpose them, but we can't take videos from YouTube. Great question.
Yes. I love that Jane says this. She's like, oh my goodness, I must see everything. I think she's underutilizing her accounts. And I think for most of us, that's why these videos came about in the first place, because I would connect with Hanny and say, oh, I didn't know the software could do this and this and this. And so I kind of said, hey, can I just ask you my questions and share it with everyone else? All these great, amazing features, because your software is so good that once you set up the workflows and the connections, I mean, they're good to go, unless you have to re-authenticate something. I mean, they're just running in the background. So now to find out all these new features, I think that it's such a great time, because you're offering so many things and so many requests that people have about how to better utilize your software. So thank you for that. Yeah, no, and I think that actually a perfect transition to what I wanted to show. Is basically we created these workflow diagrams. Actually, I did them as preparation for the Podcast Movement Conference a couple weeks ago, and I put them available out there. And if you want to get a copy, you can go ahead and grab. If you just type in the word workflow right into the comments below, and you'll get a messenger bot that will send you, hey, here's a link, download it. So lots of workflows coming through. Yeah. So I want to show. I want to quickly walk through. I think I spent too much time because I want to demo the new features that are coming out, but I do want to show just what they look like here, quickly go through and explain how that relates to the software, and then we'll answer more questions, and then we'll do the demo. Perfect. So let me quickly share my screen or bring back my screen. Okay, so we have two workflows, one designed for people who start off with video content, whether it's live video or whether it's a recorded video that's uploaded. And the intention is the workflow is designed to explain what you can do when the video is uploaded to Facebook. So we assume Facebook is your starting point in this diagram here. And then basically if you follow, like if you start from here, follow this blue arrow down, it's telling you that you can take a Facebook video as it is and have it go to YouTube. So that is considered one workflow. Then you can make another workflow in our software, in the Repurpose software, that says, take a Facebook video and, as it is, send it to Facebook. Then in other words, that'd be a second workflow. A third workflow can say, take the video, convert it to a vertical video and send it to my Dropbox, and etc. So each of these is kind of like, if you follow the arrows along, that is one workflow. So you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 workflows potentially with the Facebook Live or a Facebook video. Now, I want to mention two things quickly. One is on the bottom here, you'll notice that these are gray arrows. There's almost like a second layer here. We have IG. This is supposed to represent IGTV. This is Instagram, and this is LinkedIn. As of today, as of right now, we don't have a direct upload to any of these three.
that's available to you guys. Hint, hint, this is coming soon. But so we say go to Dropbox or Google Drive, and then you would have to either upload or schedule it to go onto Instagram TV, or you can just upload it to your LinkedIn as a native video. So you have to go to a Dropbox or a Google Drive in order to go to any of these three today. And in the future, this will change. LinkedIn will change. I'm going to show you guys a preview of what that looks like coming soon. I know it. I just know it. One day this will be available, a direct integration. It might take time. Instagram is very tight on who can access their platform. And it's just a matter of time before they allow more people on. So, and then this other workflow here, it's kind of in a dotted line here that's saying take a Facebook video, go into WordPress or your blog. That is a tool that we have. Once you log into your Repurpose account, you can see a little banner on top that says you can get the WordPress plugins. They're not included in the Repurpose, but you can download them. They're very inexpensive. They're like $50 or so. And you can get a license that will automatically make blog posts for you. So at the end of the day, if you use Repurpose, this is telling you that you can have, you can be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram TV, LinkedIn, Twitter, audio, i.e. a podcast, and a blog post all out of one piece of content. So, definitely type in the word workflow in the message, in the comments, you'll get a link to this to download it. And there's another one that's very similar for podcasters. So if you're starting with an audio as your first piece of content, it kind of walks through all the different things that you can do. And you can do this for full episodes or clips, or we call them snippets. So, if you want to put teasers out, it doesn't have to be the full episode. Any of these can be shortened right inside of Repurpose so that you can tease out clips of either the video or the audio. All right. That's a really
great way too with the clips to be able to do the teaser content, like you said, and put it on the social platforms and then drive people to that podcast episode in particular or that video. It's kind of a nice little introduction to who you are and what you do without having to commit huge chunks of time to watching or listening. So I kind of like that you can do that now. It's like a little commercial for what you have going next.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's, you want to tease out content. You still want to have value in it, but you do want to tease out content. So let's do a couple more questions. Then we'll do the sneak peek for LinkedIn publishing, which people are excited about. I'm excited about. And then last but not least, we'll obviously come back and do more questions from. Okay, so go ahead.
If you know of a service that will do SRT captions in 2 languages. I don't know that I know of one. Do you?
I don't know, but I'm assuming, well, maybe I'm poorly assuming, but rev.com is big, and they have teams that do transcriptions for you. I wonder if they support multiple languages. I don't know for a fact. That's a great question. If anybody knows, we'd love to hear. Just drop it in the comments. Let Molly know. Let us know. But I don't know, but I know you can upload, once you have the multiple languages, you can upload them to Facebook in the language. You specify which language it's in. So Facebook does support that. I haven't tried it, but Facebook does support it. I've seen that option when you upload an SRT to Facebook.
Okay. So Sujata, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. She wants to know, can you show an example of where the captions are embedded? Do you already have one of those in your account? We can kind of show what it looks like instead of the call to action, what it looks like for the captions to be on the bottom of that vertical video.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can pull up. Actually, there we go. This is actually a customer of ours using it right on LinkedIn. This was a random fluke. So let me show you. So this is what it looks like. This is a square version. This is actually done by Repurpose. I did literally a fluke that it happened to come up my feed.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. So this is a real customer using it. Title, progress bar, and the text. So these are the default settings that come up. Second part of the question was, can you customize it? Yes, you can. So you can customize the color of the progress bar. You can customize the progress of the text, the color of the text, and the caption text. like the headline and the caption text and the background image. So meaning this is white background image, which I think looks great because it kind of blends in with the feed, but you can do black, you can pick any color you want. So this is a square version, a vertical version. I can pull one up from Instagram, sure. I can pull one up from my buddy here. I know, well, not stories. Whoops, I lost the page. But yeah, it's very similar. So how you do that, if I can find one in 2 seconds, I will do that. If I can't, then I can pull one off my Dropbox if I can. So IGTV. All right, so this is what it looks like. So this is actually looks cool on black. So he did kind of the inverse colors. He did black background and white text with the red progress bar. But so totally customizable, and you do that right inside of Repurpose in the workflow itself. So each workflow, you go into the settings, this gear icon here, and there's 4 options. You can pick the headline color, the subheadline color. So headline's the text on top, subheadline is the text or captions on the bottom, background color, which is obviously background color, and the progress bar color. So those are the 4 options that you can pick from and change. Cool.
Amazing. All right, another question. We covered this a few minutes ago in the workflow. So if you have not requested the workflow yet, definitely request that. Just type workflow below and it'll get sent to you right away. But Hanny, can you specify again about there's not a direct connection to IGTV and IG. So what is the workaround that we need to do, take the extra step for now to get it onto IG and also to LinkedIn?
All right, so I'm going to quickly share my screen again. So let's go back to the workflow. So to get it onto IGTV, you need to make a workflow that says, take my video, convert it into vertical, and send it to Dropbox. So the workflow has to go to Dropbox or Google Drive, either one. And then once it's there, you go to Instagram itself, Instagram.com. And the cool thing, well, there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it right from your go to Instagram.com on your browser, click on IGTV, and click upload. So you can just drag it right here and you're good to go. So you can do it right from your browser, or as I mentioned earlier, which is a brand new feature, if you go to facebook.com/creator studio, you'll see an Instagram tab on top. You click on that and you can go and say create a post, and you can upload one to your feed or your IGTV. And then the coolest thing is you can publish it right away, or you can schedule it, which is super, super cool and super brand new. So I haven't tried it, but I'm super excited to try it. So those are the 2 ways to take the content, get it repurposed through Repurpose to your Dropbox or Google Drive, download it from there, and either schedule it through facebook.com/creator studio, or going to Instagram.com and go to your profile, go to your IGTV and click upload. So those are the 2 ways how to do it. And with LinkedIn, there's no scheduling tool right now. You got to do the same thing, send it to your Dropbox and put that on, let's go to linkedin.com and make a new post and upload it there. But that's the thing we're working on, and actually it's probably a great transition to jump in and show that right now. So we've got permissions from LinkedIn to upload video directly to LinkedIn, which is super, super exciting because it's been a request for a very long time. And it's something that's I'm going to demo it right now, actually, how that works.
Cool. And let me see if I can take down the comment too. I know Andy wanted to see the bottom. Can you go back one? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I have the comment up, and Hanny, I'm not sure that I know how to take it down.
Maybe click on it again. Maybe.
Oh, let's see. Let me go find it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. So sorry, you wanted to see. Yeah. So it's already down here. Yeah. I'm sorry.
There we go. Yeah.
So this is the content studio. So when you the Creator Studio. So facebook.com/Creator Studio. You click on the LinkedIn on here, and then you can publish or schedule, which is
so good.
So good. Like I'm so happy Facebook added that feature.
Yeah, and what I love too about it not being automatic is that you can start to get really strategic on how you're dripping out your content. So not every platform gets the same piece of content at the same time. You can start to vary it up a little bit. So I kind of like that there's a little bit of, we're pumping our brakes a little bit with the IG not going directly there, because then you can really start to share the wealth of content that you're creating with snips or full videos, whether vertical or in square. So I really kind of like this. And this is a cool new feature that I'm excited to dive more into as well.
Yeah. And I have a friend of mine who's using this actively, and he's going through Repurpose now, taking all the existing content, making all these snippets. Like he's taking a 1 or 2 minute chunks of the video that are like super valuable tips. And he's publishing those little snippets as separate videos, and he's gonna basically fill up his Instagram feed, because Instagram's got under the 1 minute limit. IGTV has 10 minutes, so you can publish longer episodes on IGTV. Then you can turn into snippets, 1 minute snippets, and then publish those on Instagram. So like you're putting the same content out, or you're teasing out the same content on 2 different platforms at 2 different times. And with the scheduling ability, that makes life a lot easier.
Yeah, especially if you're doing something like batch recording any of your content, this is great to kind of put into your personal workflow, so that one day a week or maybe a certain time during the week, you go in there and schedule these things. You created all these little snips or full videos, and now you just need to schedule it on your calendar, because I know that I forget to do that sometimes. So if you go there and schedule it and make that happen, then you have a wealth of content from one singular episode of your Facebook Live show or even your podcast.
Yes, so good. I'm jumping in here. Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna jump in and throw this question up. I love this question. I love when it comes up, and I love answering this question. I'm such a geek. It's all good. So the question is by Carol. It's a great question. Can I only publish videos that have a specific hashtag? And the answer is yes. And this is a huge bonus, powerful feature, because it allows you to take advantage of the automation. So with Repurpose, you can have a workflow that's fully automatic or manual. So you can turn on your workflow to be automatic, but then you can tell it only publish when you see a certain hashtag. So that this does 2 things. It gives you an opportunity to go in, let's say you go live, but you haven't put the full description, you haven't uploaded your thumbnail, you haven't done all that stuff yet. You just go live, you do your thing, and then you can go in, edit that, clean up the captions, clean up the title, description, and then put the hashtag right into Facebook, anywhere in the description. And then when you save that, and then Repurpose kicks in. Only then will Repurpose kick in and publish that episode. So that's kind of the reason why we added that. It was a customer request many years ago, and it's still one of my favorite. It's a great way to really keep things automated without having to it just keeps your life a lot easier, and you don't have to publish every single video. You can choose based on hashtags. So I'm going to just quickly jump in and show you how to do that in the workflow settings. So it's all back in here. So all these kind of hacks and settings and color settings are all in the gear icon, which you can get to here, or if you're inside the workflow, it's the same. You can access it here as well. And so it's kind of here. You choose which videos to import. So you can say all videos, which videos to auto publish. You can choose all, which is the default. You can choose based on date as well. You can say only after January 1st, 2019 or whatever. Or you can say, use the hashtag feature, only import videos with hashtag, whatever, anymore or something. Oops. Or you can do the opposite. You can say ignore videos with certain hashtags. So you can kind of, depending on what your strategy is. But I think doing it this way and then hitting save, and that's all you need to do. And then you can turn on, the auto publish, and then it's not going to take all the videos. It's only going to take the videos that have a certain hashtag.
Carol said she is swooning. I love it. I know it's so good to be able to really control our content and use the software to help us create the results that we want to create in our businesses.
Yeah, no, it really, I mean, this feature is so, it's all user-based. Like I would never thought of this, but people have asked, hey, I want to control my content. I still want automation, but I want control. And this is kind of the balance of both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to throw one more question because this kind of leads right into what I wanted to sneak and show you a sneak peek of. So Joy's asking, can we repurpose directly to LinkedIn? The answer is now, no, but in a few weeks, maybe a week, maybe two, the answer will be yes, which is something we got permission for from LinkedIn. We've been working on it. And I'm going to demo that right now just to show you how that works from our test site. And in a couple of weeks, once it's released, everyone will get an email and we'll let you guys know and you start playing around with it. And we'd love to get your feedback. So I'm going back to my screen share. And all right, so to do that, you would go under connections and you will now see LinkedIn as an output. So we can send content to LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to say this now so that everyone's clear. There is a limitation by LinkedIn. They only let you upload to a company page. So a company page is equal to a Facebook page. And your LinkedIn profile is equal to your main Facebook profile. So Facebook has not allowed anybody to upload videos, like any software to upload to a Facebook profile. LinkedIn, they say right now it's only company pages. So not a big deal. We have a kind of a workaround for that. But the idea is if you don't have a company page, just create one. It's simple, it's free, upload to it. And then we have an ability to share that to your feed. I'll show you all that stuff, but I want to make sure that there is a limit on, you can only go to a company page. But the good news is I was talking to developer support yesterday and they said the team is actively working on it now. So I don't know how true that is, but I'm hoping that's true so that we'll soon be able to do it. We're ready to do it. But anyways, this is still a very powerful feature. If you don't, company pages are free to set up and you can share the video from your company page to your profile and it's still a live video on your feed. So anyways, LinkedIn, add connection, give it a name just like any other. Connect. It's going to pop up, ask you to log in. And we're authenticated. All right, so I'm going to go to workflow. I'm going to make a new workflow. And this can be any workflow. I can take a video as it is, send it. I can convert it to Square, which is what I would recommend. I can convert it with Square with captions. So I'm just going to take for this demo, I'm going to take a Facebook page video and go to Square and go to LinkedIn. All right. So my input is Facebook video. Again, it can be a live video. You can choose that. It can be a podcast. So if you have an audio podcast, we can turn that into a video and we can also send that to LinkedIn as well. So it doesn't have to start off as a video. It could be an audio podcast. We convert it to a video and now we can send that to LinkedIn as well. There are some limits. I think 30 minutes. I believe 30 minutes is the limit on a company page video. We're still kind of exploring the limits there, but just keep that in mind. You might have to do a snippet of your video or of your audio podcast. So I'm going to send that. I'm going to take video from my page. It's going to use my test page. I'm going to upload. Again, if you have longer videos or longer episodes of audio, you want to do the snippets. Mine are short, so I'm just going to say full video. And now the cool thing is, boom, I have my LinkedIn connection as an output option. And so there's only one option now, LinkedIn company page. That's something that LinkedIn is only allowing that for now. And I have a feeling like they're told me they're changing that. I'm hoping so. I'm really, really hoping so. And then all your company pages will show up here. So this is just my test page. I'm going to send it there and make a workflow. So it's very similar feel or very similar steps to creating a workflow going to Facebook, for example, or going to YouTube. So nothing really different there, except for the LinkedIn company page limitation, which I strongly believe will be temporary. So if I go into view videos, I can go under the settings icon. I'm going to tell it, you know what, go to square. Just for the demo, I'm going to make that go square. I want you to grab the captions from Facebook because I've already done them on Facebook. And I'm just going to pick one of these videos and hit publish. All right, just hit publish. All right, so I'll let it do its thing. It should take maybe a minute or two. So it's already processing. Okay, so while it's doing that, any questions that we can jump to while we just kind of let it do its thing?
So we have a question from Roy, and he wants to know that he said he is new to Repurpose. Is there anyone in the group who provides a service on setting this up initially while he learns how to use the software?
That's a great question.
And Roy, you can reach out to me.
You can, yeah. I mean, no one knows it more than Yang. She's here every month. She's driving a lot of the new requirements, so she's a ninja at it. So if that's something you offer, let's do it. She's happy to help.
Absolutely. Perfect. I see a lot of fantastic people are excited about all these features. So is the LinkedIn feature, it's available now or is it coming soon?
It's coming soon. So I want to demo it just to show you that it works, that it's there. I'm excited. I like to show off new things that are coming up. That was our test site. That's there right now. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, within 2 weeks, maybe a week, maybe two, probably 2. I'm very optimistic usually. So let's say 2 weeks, there'll be an email going out, being posted in the groups, let everybody know that this new feature is available. And if you want to now, knowing that only company pages are allowed, I would go in. If you don't have a company page, or if you didn't know, like Andy's asking,
yes, you didn't.
Where have I been? What are company pages? I didn't know either, but apparently they've been around for a long time. Let me just show you, because it took me a few minutes when the first time I did it to find where the company. How do I set up a company page? Like it was
very cool things. Yeah, this is something you could all do today if you have a LinkedIn account. If you don't have one of those, set one up, because now there's no excuse, because you have content that you're already creating that you can put into that square format and send straight to your LinkedIn page, your company page.
Yeah. So to make a new company page, you can see my screen, right? I always forget if I'm sharing or not. No, you can't see it.
I can't see your screen yet.
I always do that. I always start the demo without sharing my screen. Okay, now we can see it. I think it's under work, I believe. Yeah, work, and then create a company page right here.
Okay.
So think about it like your Facebook page. So if you have a podcast, you have a brand, make a page on LinkedIn. They say, what I'm reading, videos and content on pages get more exposure than personal feeds. Again, I'm not an expert at this yet. I'm learning more on LinkedIn, but I know for sure that no software can publish to your LinkedIn profile, but you can upload videos. Sorry, not publish videos to your LinkedIn profile. Only can do it to a company page. But we have an ability that will share from a company page to your profile automatically for you. So that's kind of our workaround in the short term. I'm going to show you exactly how this all works. So once you make a company page, you set it all up. You can add call to action button. It's really cool. It's like a Facebook page. And then you should see all your companies here. These are my 2 companies. This is my test company that I'm uploading to. So if I go here and click on it, there we go. This is the video we just uploaded from Repurpose 3 minutes ago. So we have a live video on my company page. And then what we added was, we're still trying to optimize this, but what we added was the ability to automatically share that from your company page to your profile, so that, people who follow you on your personal profile can see the video. So this is what it looks like on my feed. So now when you see my feed, you'll see this video on my feed. That's a link. That's not like it's a shared from my Facebook company page. So someone can click and the video will load up on the page and start playing. So this is our kind of a short-term workaround to getting it on your feed. It's going to be an option. You don't have to turn it on if you don't want to. But I know I got the email from them that they claim they're actively working on it. So I'm imagining soon they will have the ability to publish to a personal LinkedIn profile. But this is super awesome. Another one less manual step you have to do. You can have Repurpose set that up and go right to your company page automatically and share it to your personal feed automatically for you.
It just keeps getting better and better. You are the man. You're awesome. I love it.
That's awesome, man. This was something I just wanted to get. I wanted to go to personal profile, but then they had pages. I'm like, all right, let's start with pages. You got to start with the small stuff. I asked earlier on how many people use pages. Not many people use pages, but LinkedIn is claiming that pages get a lot more attention than personal profiles. So I would say start it. Like start a page now for your brand, for your podcast. Just create it and then start pumping content out there. You can have your podcast episodes as videos. You can take all your Facebook videos, put them on there. Just start building up content on your page now, and then we can do that feature where we directly upload to personal profiles once the LinkedIn makes it available to us.
Yeah, so I'm going to offer you all a little challenge should you choose to accept it. So if you don't already have a company page on LinkedIn, I don't have one either. So I want you to go create one today and then start using this and pop the link for your page down below so we can all support each other and get inspired by how we're all using the software a little bit differently and how we make it our own to fit our brand. Are you up for it? I can't wait to see all of those links below because I have not done this yet either. I hesitated because I didn't want to add one more thing. However, it made it too tempting not to be on the platform and use it as they've set it up for now. Yeah,
I love that challenge. Basically, get a page now, and then in a week or two, once it's ready, you can have tons of videos on there. You already have the content. You already have all these Facebook videos, all these Facebook Lives, audio podcasts that we can turn into videos. You can have that page populated with a ton of content very, very quickly. Content you already have using Repurpose. So get it on there. Create your page now. Click. It has some cool features. Like, you can add a call to action button. So like they're really making giving you more clicks or click throughs to your own stuff because it's a company page compared to your personal feed. So take advantage. Set up your page on LinkedIn and be ready for when this feature rolls out on Repurpose.
So interesting. So to get LinkedIn, though, we have to first make that connection. It won't be part of that. You'll need to go to the connections first and connect your LinkedIn account to Repurpose before you can create the workflow. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. So and the workflow, just like before, you always have to make it a connection first. And you won't see that option today, but you will in a week or two. You'll get an email. Don't worry. I'll get an email to everybody who's out there and say, hey, new features out, go try it now. But I want to give you a sneak peek on what's coming up very, very soon. And there's a great question here saying, this share feature from company page to personal page, is that within Repurpose? And the answer is yes. So there will be an option to say, please share every video I upload to my page, please share that to my feed. Then my personal feed or personal page. So there'll be an option. You can choose yes or no in the workflow settings.
Perfect. And I wanted to answer Jeff's question, will this video be available to watch later? And yes, the replay will be there for you on the page forever. So definitely go take a look and pop in when you need, ask any questions if you have them, and be sure to pop the word workflow in the comments so you can get a PDF download of all the different ways that you can use Repurpose to help you get your content kind of everywhere, even if it's just you in your business.
Yeah, that's a great point. Even if it's just you, because the Repurpose was designed for that. It's just to help you set it up without necessarily needing a lot of people on your team to get all this content out.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know my story, I actually, when I found Repurpose, I had a full-time virtual assistant, and I was having her do a lot of these things. And I discovered pretty quickly that Hanny software is so powerful that I didn't need to keep her on to do a lot of this repurposing work, like uploading and downloading and moving videos around. So I mean, if that inspires you to know that if you're a one-man or a one-woman business at this point, you can still look like the big guys with this software.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And if you already have someone on your team, like I want to say, if you already have someone on your team doing this stuff, you can still use them to help manage and control things, set things up for you. But then you can always utilize them for other stuff as well. Like some people feel bad. Oh, my virtual assistant, they're great. They're part of my team for a long time. I don't want to get rid of them. You don't feel like you have to get rid of them. They can still manage this. They can take care, but they can just be way more productive and spend a lot less time on this and get you do more work on other parts of your business. Absolutely.
Joy, Hanny is using StreamYard to do the picture-in-picture and the screen sharing.
Yeah, StreamYard's a great platform. We've been using it for all our Facebook Lives here for our training videos, and I'm getting comfortable with it. I like it. It's a great product, and it looks great.
Yes, and I'll get better at, I promise, showing all the comments and taking them back away.
Oh, we're learning. We're getting better. If you look at the first Facebook Live we did a few months ago, it was a lot more cluttered. Now we're more comfortable. We got comments showing up. We got the workflow. Again, if you want to grab those workflows that I shared earlier on, or if you missed it, we have these 2 PDFs that kind of visually walk you through all the different workflows. You definitely want to download that. Just type in the word workflow in the comments and you'll get a quick message right away to download those PDFs.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we wrap up, I just want to acknowledge all of you for showing up today and asking questions and getting excited with us about the possibilities for you and your business, whether you're solo or you have a team. There's so many amazing applications that can be done with this software. And we want to thank you for your questions, because your questions and your requests drive the next improvements. So definitely reach out and let us know if there's a feature that maybe you want to see down the road that really would help you in your business. Definitely let us know what you think. Ask your questions. We're here to help you and serve you in any way. So definitely give yourself a pat on the back for showing up, whether you're watching the live or the replay.
Yeah, and I appreciate your time. I know, we try to do this once a month. I try to ask. You should have got an email from me a couple days ago, kind of giving you a heads up. Think of your questions, drop them in the comments. So I try to make this is all about you guys as users. What's coming, what's out here that you can use today, and then also, what kind of questions do you have and how can we help you? And it's a perfect one-on-one opportunity to kind of, answer your questions live and just do a demo of, show you how to do this or that. So yeah, don't be shy. Like, we do this every month, usually the first week of the month. And you should get an email with, asking you guys to ask your questions in the comments. So I appreciate you guys for showing up. Appreciate you, Young, for making this all happen and being here and facilitating this and making this all happen from the beginning. Without you, we wouldn't be doing these Facebook Lives.
Absolutely. And thank you, Hanny, for this amazing software you've created to help us all really up-level our businesses and really show up for the people we serve in a bigger way.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, everyone. Let us know if you have questions. Type the word workflow, grab that workflow, print it out, and go set up those steps and get everything ready for you to really run your business more effectively and more efficiently than you probably ever thought possible. Catch y'all next time.
All right. Bye, everyone.